tiny bubbles and wine make me happy, make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the golden moon, and here's to the silver sea.
Hello and welcome back to Talking Comics. Today I'll be talking about Batman the Cult. In the comic Batman the Cult, Batman is captured and drugged. He is slowly tortured to a point he doesn't know what's real or not, and he begins to work for this cult, believing in their cause. Slowly, Batman begins to come to his senses, seeing the horrors the cult has caused, with many dying because they just don't believe in the cult. Slowly, Gotham begins to become crazed, and people begin to attack each other without reason or cause, with some of the reasoning only being that they just do not believe in their leader. Batman the Cult is a very eerie comic at times. To a point, I would definitely call it a horror comic at moments, as it delves into how people can be easily manipulated through drugs and because they need help, and people use that to take advantage of people. This comic also shows Batman becoming actually scared. The cult breaks him down to a point he doesn't know what to do, and the only person who can really snap him back to focus is Robin. Bruce is traumatized by what he's seen, and it's something we don't really get to see happen with Batman, especially since Bruce's entire thing is he can't let his self be shown. He can't show fear because it breaks the illusion that he's this unstoppable force. The actual artwork in the comic is also really good. It very much adds to that eerie tone, while also being able to have bright colours at times when necessary. It also just looks very nice. The comic, of course, deals with how Gotham handles the situation, with the news reporting on the event of the cult. The cult begins to attack innocent people, but also attacks criminals, and it specifically targets criminals. And this causes people to question how bad is this cult, with some thinking they're doing the right thing. It shows Commissioner Gordon trying to handle the situation, with him still believing Batman is good, even though he questions why he's joined such a cult. The leader of this cult is Joseph Blackfire, a very strict and cruel person who says what he's doing is the right thing, with most of the cult being made up of homeless people who have nowhere to go, so they believe in his cause, hoping for some kind of salvation. There also becomes a moral dilemma on if Batman should start killing his criminals like the cult does, with some of the people in Gotham believing yes. I very much like that we see this through Bruce's eyes for the most part, showing his struggle at the situation, showing a Batman who has been broken down as he sees images of horror because of the drugs and just because of what's going on about him. My only complaint about the comic as a whole is that as the comic goes on, the horror elements slightly disappear, especially for its ending. I feel like it becomes a bit too much focused on the action, especially at the end of the comic. But overall, I still think this comic is really good, and the horror elements that are in it are still really good. Overall, I just really enjoyed Batman the Cult, and I heavily suggest checking it out, especially if you're a Batman fan and if you're looking to get into Batman. I think it's a comic that doesn't get talked about enough, especially compared to some other Batman comics out there, and it really just shows Bruce's more human side, him being a person and being able to be scared of what's going on around him. Anyway, if you liked this video, you can like it. If you didn't, you can dislike it, that's completely fine. And if you want to see more of my videos, then you can check out my channel. I do stuff on comics and just superhero stuff. And if you want to stay up to date, then I suggest subscribing. Thank you for watching. That's all, and goodbye.
Me happy. Make me